It's not me, it's you. At least, as Jia Jiang relates it, acceptance and rejection depends primarily on the other person's situation. I finished reading his book on rejection proof today, and I'm setting myself up for rejection tomorrow. At least, that's what I'm expecting. You see, I've been out at the pool for a number of years now, and tomorrow I get to jump back in it. What pool is that, you say? Well, the jury duty pool. See, back in early 2015, I had the honor of serving on a jury for nearly 3 weeks. We went all the way through the process to delivering a verdict. There's a reason they keep people out of the deliberation room, and it's real similar to the reason you don't want to see sausage being made. That's not to say there weren't some upsides to the whole process. There most certainly were. The case was a civil one, so not a person crime or a situation in which any one individual was either directly harmed or responsible. It created the space within which I could develop a real appreciation for the process. Certainly got to know some interesting people too. And do you know how many of us keep in touch these days? Neither do I. I don't talk to any of them. Not that I wouldn't, it's just that we didn't, or at least I didn't. I think by the time the whole thing was done, we were all pretty much ready to never see one another again. Getting out of jury duty seems to be one of the older running gags that people talk about in our justice system. And I guess, as the saying goes, I wouldn't want my fate decided by 12 people who couldn't get out of jury duty. The good news was that after serving in that capacity, I was pretty much free of the obligation for a few years. In fact, I haven't even received a summons since early 2015. Even better, service as a juror means that you don't have a vested interest in the result if everything's working right. It can be an excellent lesson in detachment from the outcome. See, my dad was fond of saying, it's okay to plan your plans, just don't plan your results. Took me far longer than I care to admit to develop an understanding about what he meant. I take it to be a stripped down cowboy version of the Serenity Prayer where you know what's in your control and what ain't. Ever removed a horseshoe? No, not from a wall or a sand pit with a post in it, but have you ever removed a horseshoe from a horse's hoof? Let's assume not all of you have. For a little bit of context, a horse can kick with an approximate speed of 200 miles per hour and deliver a level of force equivalent to about 2,000 pounds per square inch, depending on who you talk to. How does one go about this? First, walk up to the horse. Then grab the horse's leg and put it between yours. Still with me on this? Next, take your farrier's pliers and push, pull, and pry the shoe off. Pray the nails come out easily and the animal you're working with has a sufficient amount of patience to resist crushing your minerals at 200 miles an hour. Okay, well done. Now go do the other three. Go ahead, detach from the outcome and have fun. Don't let your memory of a future destroy the infinite beauty of the present. I guess the point is that detaching from the outcomes gives us the opportunity to experience the freedom of not giving a shit. That's not to say we don't want a certain thing or that we won't feel some disappointment if we fail to achieve the desired result. It is about taking action and exerting influence over that which we can control and being prepared to accept the outcome. You and I can be secure in the knowledge that whether accepted or rejected, we approach situations with integrity and we can take action on the variables that are within our control. G observes that rejection is an opinion which reflects far more upon the person providing the opinion than it does on the person being rejected. I'd have you consider that only one of them truly owns the rejection. The other gets to turn and walk away towards a new possibility. Unless, of course, you're the one on trial, or you've just been kicked in the crotch by our horse. Then you're probably not walking much at all. You've got my take. What say you?